Ball Spreads Prediction Show coming to you guys live July 2nd, 2026. And before I review anything, before I get into what we have done at OTB Spreads, what I have done, what my clients have done, what I ask you guys to do, go to the descriptions tab, click on the Blowout Alert link, and sign up for free today. If you want pro, great for you. If you want elite, good for you. But free is free. I see you guys across the industry, whether it's Twitter, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, you guys love free shit. So guys, go on over, sign up for free. We put our heart and souls into this thing to have it look like this. If you remember what it looked like a few months ago, it was much more basic. We have got play-by-play in here now for the Phillies game, guys. You can go in here and enjoy this. We have a social side that is coming in the future months. We want to make this an experience for people that enjoy as fans, that enjoy as bettors, that enjoy this as DFS players. There's not a space out there that gives you everything that we do. We just added the EV scanner, guys. We just added the EV scanner here for DraftKings. What are some of the best plays? We just added this here as well, the pitcher. You know, it used to just be case here. And then the lineups over here where you had to click on the name here and boom, boom, boom. Now you go over here, pitcher. Guys, compares Chase Burns and the Miz. You got Chase Burns and the Miz comparison. Look, it's 40% strikeout rate by the Miz when you're throwing 104 and gas. It's crazy. But look, I just wanted to point this out to you guys. It shows you the last 10 starts. If you want to value plays, you can come on up here and you can click here, last 5, last 10, last 20. Who would have thought that Mookie Betts has got 18 hits out of the last 20? I didn't even know that stat, man. But look, it is phenomenal. You can click right here on suspects. It'll give you some suspects like Bryce Turang to strike out today against Chase Burns on the over. But if you didn't want to play that, you can go here. You can click on total bases and look for somebody. You can click last 20, last 5, filter it by the season. World class, guys. It's world class. Sign up for free today. Now let's get into the show. All right, guys, just to review yesterday really quick. We had a really solid day yesterday. I'm not even going to front. We had a really solid day yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wins, 3 losses there off the show. Absolutely 70% hit rate yesterday on the show. I'll leave it at that. We absolutely torched FIFA, swept the board on FIFA. If you want my premium plays, they're in the descriptions tab under the winnable link. There's not much left to say. We've just been cashing the last couple days, and the show went to prove that yesterday as well. So let's get back on their ass today, guys. Let's get into the slate here. Phillies and Pirates, they're already going. We're going to skip over that one. We're going to go straight to this one here, where it's the Reds taking on the Brewers. Or I should just say Burns taking on the Miz. Phenomenal game here. Chase Burns got hit 5 earned runs last game, 9 hits. Pittsburgh hits righties well. But also, Brewers, they hit righties well. They're a top 5 team against righties in the month of June. Now we're in July. They're only building off of that. I think that Jacob Misiorowski is one of the best pitchers in baseball, if not the best. I don't want to be on any other side of this game than the Brewers. I'll lay the run line -1.5. Give me the Brewers, where the Reds bullpen continues to struggle. Their bats continue to struggle, and they don't hit righties that well either. They're bottom of the half, just like the Braves have been here lately. Now let's move on into Miami, taking on Colorado, where we're going to have Ryan Gusto taking on Michael Lorenzen. You guys know my rule. You guys know it. Kyle Freeland, Lorenzen. I'm not going with the Rockies when those guys are on the mound. I know Gusto's more of a rotational guy, but let's dive into his numbers here, man. 3.5 innings, 0 earned runs, 4-1. He's doing his job. This falls on the Miami bullpen. I think the Miami side of things here, they have a little bit better of a bullpen. We can go over here to the case here, see what some of the engine points is given out. We know that Miami has a clear run differential advantage over the Rockies. There's been sharp money movement as well. You know, the line moved as well, sharp money wise, and I don't want to be on the other side of this thing. I don't want to back Michael Lorenzen and the Rockies when I have really good bats, better run differential, in my opinion, a decent starting pitcher that can at least get me to the bullpen, and we'll see how they handle it. So give me the Miami Marlins here on the money line, and we'll keep this thing moving, guys. All right. I'm going to click on it right here. We're going to build the watch list like we did yesterday. That list that I showed you on the history, boom. We can track that every single day. We're on Miami money line. We're on the Brewers spread here right now. Let's get into this next one, guys. Chicago White Sox taking on the Guardians. Guardians continue to have offensive struggles. They continue to have issues with their bullpen. I think that Davis Martin has been one of the most phenomenal pitchers in the MLB this season. Just from a consistency standpoint, with somebody who is not, in my opinion, next level or next tier. But like his strikeout stuff has started to come down some. Chicago White Sox do have the better run differential in this matchup. I know that the Guardians at home play a little bit better at home, but I believe Davis Martin, even though he's better at rate field than he is on the road, I think he can get it done today. There has been sharp money line movement on the Cleveland Guardians side of things. But I'm going to move to the White Sox here, minus 108. I trust the bats for the White Sox more. I back and support the run differential. I think Davis Martin is the better pitcher here. We can stack these two up side by side, and it's easy to see. All green Davis Martin, Slade Caccione, or however the fuck I say Slade's name. Go ahead, give me the White Sox with the clear edge today, especially on the pitching side of things. And we'll take them and keep it moving. All right, guys, St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Braves. Where you got Waldrop taking on Dustin May. I think it's been a while since Waldrop had a start, right? Yeah, I mean, he started, looks like the other day. I missed that one, but he hasn't logged much many starts this season. It was a decent outing. I like what I've seen off the Dustin May, but he kind of fell off a cliff. Like you can see, look, he was kind of trending upward here, had that one so-so game, boom, boom, and then just fell off a cliff. His last game, 6 hits, 6 earned runs. A little concerning for me a little bit. Going up against the Atlanta Braves team that has the ability to turn the corner any moment. They've just not. They've been one of the worst teams in the MLB over the last 30 days. I really believe in the Cardinals bats I have all season. Don't think you get to 44 wins with a bad hitting order. I think that Dustin May can manage his way around this game. They can keep this thing close. Give me the Cardinals on the money line here. I like the way this one shakes out. Also, they do have a better FIP with Dustin May over here on the mound versus Waldrop. But hey, look, I do think that the Braves could compete a little bit tonight, but I just can't get behind their bats until they start showing us that they can put runs on the board consistently. I'm going to have to be on the Cardinal sides of things because they've shown us they can hit and drive in runs this year. All right, we have the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Kansas City Royals, where you got Kolek on the mound taking on Ian Seymour. Kolek's been the better pitcher here, guys. He really has. Sub-3 ERA. Seymour, so. I mean, in his last start, Seymour got no earned runs, 0 hits. I mean, played phenomenal. Like, I don't know why I'd want to fade him. The Rays are hot as hell right now. He hasn't really had a bad game all season. So, Rays bullpen's been so. I want to say about a 4.0 ERA over the last 30 days. But we also know it's been the case with the Royals. Jack Caglione comes back to the order today. You know, Carter Jensen's back in the lineup. I think that gives them more bats over here where they can get after, Seymour. But Seymour hasn't shown us that he's going to give up a lot. He's got a low walk rate, but so does Kolek. This is going to be a duel in my opinion. I don't think there's a huge edge in this matchup. I do side and lean ever so slightly over towards the Tampa Bay Rays on this one. They do have the better run differential by a mile. Kolek is the better starting pitcher in my opinion, and obviously they have home field, but I don't believe for the Royals home field is that big of an advantage. I'm going to go with the Rays here on the money line. That's the side I want to be on, especially with Caminero chasing 7 consecutive games in a row. Give me the money line, Rays. I do agree with blowout alert ever so slightly to the engine edge over on the Rays. All right, guys, this next one here, man, this is a tough one. Because Valdez and Eovaldi, right? Like, neither of these guys have been phenomenal this season. They've kind of been back and forth. You can kind of look at their last 10 graph. It's like with Valdez, it's a trade-off. Every other game, he's kind of been good or bad. Eovaldi just fell off a cliff and then just had a good game on that last one. This one here, it's tough because the Tigers looked really good against the Yankees. And I don't want to do a recency bias handicap when the Rangers have the better data over the last 30 days. The Rangers have been crushing lefties. They crushed the Guardians with lefties the other day. For me, I know it says the engine edge is pointing a lot to Detroit on this one here. Like if we dive in and you look at it, recent run differentials to Detroit. Detroit's starting pitcher is better on the road. He's had better starts on the road this season. There's been sharp money line movement to Detroit. Obviously Wyatt Langford, Corey Seager, Brandon Nimmo are not in this lineup. That's a big downfall. Like, that's a big Achilles heel. Those 3 guys not being in the lineup. That's a spot where you might want to be on the Tigers. You know what I mean? But the Rangers numbers have just been through the roof for the month of June hitting lefties. And Evoldi's the better pitcher here, guys. He's the better pitcher in this matchup. Even though he had that lull, he's the better pitcher here. His earned runs did spike there in the early months of June. It's a hard one to fade. Rangers do play better at home. They've been crushing lefties like crazy this month. This is about an even matchup. Give me the Texas Rangers here on the money line. We'll keep it moving. All right, guys, you got the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. You got Bryce Miller on the mound. You got Urena, I believe, is going to be your pitcher tonight. I don't believe it's going to be Detmers. Might be Detmers, but ever since he absolutely lit up the Dodgers a few weeks ago, he hasn't really been anything special here. I think the play is the Seattle Mariners. Give me Bryce Miller. I think they're the better team here. This is a 50-50 game, and I'm breaking my rule by doing that. I don't know if that's the play then. Yeah, I don't know if that's the play, fellas. That's a lot of juice to play. I got to lay 2 runs just to get some positive money. Or I can just take the Angels on the, you know what? There we go. It's our dog of the day. It's a 50-50 game. We're going to go dog of the day, Angels. They're going to have Urena or Detmers on the mound. Both decent pitchers. Obviously, you got Zach Neto, Joe Adell, Nolan Shano. Trout's not in the order. Mariners do have home field advantage. Bryce Miller's been really good this year. He is a huge edge to the Mariners. But the bats for the Mariners really haven't been there either. That's kind of the edge for the Angels, is that the Mariners team continues to not hit the ball well. It gives the time for the Angels to get after the Mariners. Big question here is if the Angels can't get out to an early lead and get to Bryce Miller, which they probably won't. That's the problem, right? This Bryce Miller ERA. Over this last couple games, he's been gettable, but the bats just haven't been there for the Mariners. I think I'd want to take the plus 178 here, take a shot, sprinkle it. Don't parlay this, guys. If you're going to play this game, play it straight. Either take Seattle minus 1.5 or take the Angels plus 178. I want to be on the Angels side of things here. Like I always say, when there's no clear edge, 50-50 game, take the value, man. Take the value. Minus 219 versus 178. Give me the Angels here. And then takes us to the last game of the night. Dodgers minus 1.5. Sasaki and Vasquez both had really bad outings in their last starts. I think Sasaki is way more prone to bounce back. I think that the bats are better. They did just crush the San Diego Padres the other night. They have the better starting pitcher on the mound. Phipps says so, 4.8 to 5.0. Recent run differential, clear edge, +4 on the run differential. This team is really, really good. The Dodgers are starting to turn a corner. They're now at 56 wins, and they're slowly running away with it over the last couple weeks, little by little. So give me the Dodgers here at minus 1.5. I do like the play, and we'll keep it moving. All right, guys, that's the show, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the radar watch list and just review. It is a short slate today, but we have the spread on Los Angeles Dodgers. I like that play a lot. LA Angels on the money lines, plus 178. It's more of a value spot. I wouldn't say this is the sharpest read on the board by any means, but I do think that Urena in the hitting order for the Angels can keep this thing close enough to where they'll be in striking distance, and it might be worth a shot at that value money, just for the simple fact the Mariners' bats just haven't been working. If it falls down to Urena or Detmers, I think those are the better 2 pitchers in this rotation that can compete against the Mariners. They're at T-Mobile. That is the big concern because the Mariners do play a lot better there. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a value shot here on this one. Los Angeles Angels on the money line. Next up, Texas Rangers, Detroit. A lot of signals point to Detroit. A lot of signals point to the Rangers. But I just can't look away from the Rangers having a better edge over hitting lefties over the last 30 days. They've crushed every lefty they've seen in the last 30 days, and they've won those games handedly. So go ahead and give me the Texas Rangers here to continue that trend and get a win on the money line, even without Corey Seager and Wyatt Langford in the lineup. Tampa Bay Rays, Seymour's looked really good. 0 earned runs, 0 hits last start. I know Kolek's the better pitcher on the mound tonight. The advantage is to Kolek, but I think that the Tampa Bay Rays are a phenomenal team. I don't want to be on the other side of them. They've made a lot of money for us on this show and in our premium chat. We're gonna go Tampa Bay money line to the Tampa Bay Rays. Keep it moving. Cardinals taking on the Braves. Braves, one of the worst offensive teams over the last 30 days. I think that the Cardinals have a decent offense. I'm going to stick with them, guys, and we're going to go Cardinals money line. We're going to go White Sox money line. Davis Martin on the bump. I like the bats for the White Sox. I just can't get behind Cleveland and their offensive struggles, especially with the bad bullpen. Then Miami on the money line. You know, you've got Who's on the mound today is Lorenzen, right? Lorenzen's just a pitcher, 7+ ERA. I'm not going to back the Rockies. I'm not going to back Lorenzen here. Give me the Miami Marlins, who've been consistent all year. This is a bounce back spot as well for these guys after taking a loss last night that they shouldn't, with Max Myers on the mound, and to break his flawless record. He was 9-0. Now he's 9-1. All right, guys. Milwaukee Brewers. To finish it off, this is going to be our game at 211. Go ahead and take it. Lay the run line, -1.5. We got the Miz on the mound, throwing pure gas, 104. That's the show, guys. If you want my premium plays, go sign up in the descriptions tab. Make sure to drop comments on who you like today for MLB in the comments section. And I am curious to know, guys. Curious to know, have you downloaded BlowOutAlert? Have you signed up for it? All you got to do is click on the link in the descriptions tab. Drop that in the comments. Let us know how you feel about it, what you see, what you like, what we're doing here. Home run signals, guys. Click on signals. Click on home runs. It'll load up here in a second. There we go. We're going to filter it. Best matchup on the board. Liam Hicks has a great matchup. But look, I would give Colson Montgomery a look because he's 0.23 projection for a home run. I like to be above 0.25, but that's a really good matchup. 6-0, 0.23, Miguel Vargas, both those guys. Miguel Vargas is a great look. His slugging percentages through the roof this month. So, guys, appreciate y'all tuning in. Go sign up today. That's all I ask. Sign up for free. You don't even need to buy it. Sign up for free. We're trying to grow this thing. We're trying to build something special here for you guys, not only to win more bets, but to have a better experience as somebody that enjoys sports. I'll see y'all next time.